apparently. There we go. Welcome to Good Games 2022 Player of the Year at Wollongong. I'm here with Head Judge Logan.
Howdy. Who are you?
I'm Bragg from Bragg Year fame. Let's get right into it. Alright, so we've got IP on board. We've got Ben versus who was the player across?
I believe it's Josh Glenn.
Josh Glenn? Okay.
Classic red sleeves.
So we're going to totally enter, golf commentary here because the soundproofing between us and next door is not optimal.
Not at all.
Now, that's a good point, actually. We probably should just go, how do we make big? Or we just bring up the replay on there. Understood. Yeah, we'll just watch the chat and... Yeah, that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, we can also. For some of us who have bad eyes, we might need a second screen.
Yeah. Tell you what, let's go into here. Alright. Sorry about the glare on that, guys, but Ben's Dragons they've got a good matchup here, to be honest.
Yeah, so we have Mathmech versus some Bi-Steel Shizu Dragon Maid, is my understanding.
Yep.
Now, Josh is a former YCS top 16 player, so he is no easy matchup.
Either's Ben, to be honest. Alright, so he's starting to do his Cybers combos.
Yeah.
He climb.
So one of the interesting things about this event, Bragg, is that it is a double elimination into Top Cut, not your typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Swiss tournament.
Only 8 players accrued enough points this year to make the threshold to get in. It was actually quite a high threshold. I mean, I played a few events and didn't get in.
I did not play any.
I didn't play well. That might have been a problem.
That might have helped you if you had.
I'm not bitter at all.
What were you playing?
I tell you what, I don't even remember.
I think it was Exorcister.
Yes, that's right.
Not the best deck.
It was meant to beat the best deck, but the problem is, as soon as you get into rounds 3 and 4, you do not verse the best deck anymore.
You no longer see the best deck.
So having a deck that counters the best deck, not the best idea.
No, not at all.
And that's probably why. So Josh with his Cybers, they kind of dictate their own pace, and they're not so much an anti deck; they're more a pro play deck, and they can. I mean, any deck that can access Code Talker usually has a pretty damn amount of good play.
It is quite the explosive line of play as well with Josh's deck. Like, access code is quite strong, but Josh is very familiar with Salomon Grey and other Cybers type strategies, which do very similar style of play. So
here we go. Ben has used IP to make the unicorn to bounce the monster that Josh had summoned.
The XE?
Yep, so that's the off-turn play for Ben. The glare that was just a face-down white card. It's not a face-up trap card that's glaring. No, we're sitting pretty.
We're now seeing the trap activated, which will let him go into his extra deck.
Yep.
He's also going to pop, and here we go. Josh Glenn on the offensive off-turn. We are in a format which is
I tell you what, will we get to a point where we can use notes to keep track of whose turn it is? Maybe a chess timer. I think we need a chess timer.
Well, there were events earlier in the year where you were able to mark down when your opponent had used the tier elements in their graveyard effects, which was a big step for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in the current state of the game, because not many people were really sure they could do that. But they have. They've been doing that now at some events. Don't at me if your event didn't let you. That's not my prerogative.
All right. Josh is Josh's turn. He has enough presence on board, and we scoop it up. We scoop it up.
Josh Glenn takes game 1.
Jeez. At least with double Elium as well, that you get put into the loser's bracket and you can fight your way back in. Like it's very incentivized. You can take that L and it literally doesn't affect you, unlike a Swiss pairing where you get thrown into the muck.
I will say, I think this is a better matchup for Josh than I do think it is for Ben. Ben's deck built heavily to beat the tier element matchup, and in an event out of 8 players, you're one of them, and 3 other people are probably on tier element. So you would expect a good chance to see a tier element player round 1. Ben has got unfortunate here versus Mathmech.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's actually kind of wild that with only 8 people that we get to this where you're better off going, oh well, I don't have to verse too many other decks, and I'm very comfortable with this deck. That's the problem with an end of year tournament, I guess, but also maybe it is the benefit. We get to see players playing decks. This probably does dictate who is the player of the year.
That's true, and we are in a format which is quite consistent now. Like we know what the format's doing. It's not a coming to this event with a wild deck and who had the best deck building is the player here. You know? You do have to have a high level of capacity in multiple areas of the game to be good at this event. Just looking
I'm not entirely sure if Josh is one of them, but yeah, sure.
Look, savage.
At the pie chart, so yeah, you're right.
Looking
You
at
got
the
3.
pie chart, we've got 3 actually. Well, potentially 4. We are waiting for some answers about our 8th player who was running a tightrope to get here.
I don't. No, he'll be here with Drytron surely every day of the week.
Well, he's been playing a lot of Marinsas, but surely not Marinsas for this event.
No.
Regardless, we do have 1 player on Flunderies. We have 1 player on Dragon Maid, 1 player on Mathmech, 1 player on Salaman Grey, one question mark, and then the rest is some level of a Shizu tier buy steal or branded tier buy steal.
Yeah, and that is probably like it deserves to be here. It is an incredible deck, but I do see why Josh and Ben have gone for their not. Well, Mathmech is nearly bloody Josh's signature deck here.
For the last couple of formats, yeah, ever since probably Oceanics, probably true. One thing that is interesting to note about this event is that, and it probably is reflective of the Wollongong playing community, that there is no Sprite at this event. Which is an interesting one. Sprite, not necessarily the strongest deck of the format.
Chad didn't. Damn, I saw Chad in the room, and I was hoping I would see an Exorcister in here, but no,
he's not playing.
No Exorcister.
No Exorcister, no Sprite. So Tier Element really has been kind of the deck that's warped the Wollongong community's format.
Ben's opened his Chamber Dragon Maid, which is what he likes to see. He's going to go. What will he choose?
What will he do?
I tell you what. Who would have thought he will get the Dragon Maid right off the top? The Chamber Dragon Maid, sorry. Obviously, all of them are Dragon Maids. That'd be like saying, you saw Josh draw the Mathmech.
Well, that was good commentary from you. Really well done.
What a shocker.
Well done by you. Hello to our 7 people watching. We can see the chat, so if you have any questions or comments, please do interact with us. I'm sick of talking to Bragg already, so please talk to me.
Alright.
So he's going
links away.
So you're looking probably for a Striker Dragon here, you'd imagine?
There it is.
Activate the spell. I'm just going to let him summon from hand. I don't know what one that is.
It's a good point. It's almost like I had the deck list that I probably should have gotten ready to look at, but it's going to be the dodgiest photos in the world.
Yeah,
and
a
dimly lit cupboard.
Almost like a judge did tell people to send a written deck list.
Oh my god, what is going on here?
Well, it has to be a Dragon Maid, so it looks like Nurse Dragon Maid was summoned from the hand, and that's brought out another chamber.
Really? That's what Nurse looks like under fluorescent lights. It's just something you don't really think about. Oh my god, Ben's deck is so aesthetically pleasing.
He does have nice cardboard, that man.
So, I'm not sure if we're going to see it, because he might have... Well, I mean, we haven't seen the hand. Well, there's Rom. So yeah, besides the Bestials, the Dragon Maids making up the core, he also is running the Ishizu package.
He is, which is surprising he hasn't opened one yet, because it's quite a big package.
Yeah, that definitely helps with the rank 4s, recursion, and interruption as well.
Also milling your big dragons to be able to summon them back from the battle phase.
Well, speaking of, there goes the Keldeo. No, I always mix... No,
the dump.
Yeah. The dump.
The dump.
Dump it.
So Bragg, who is your pick coming into round 1? What deck is taking out this event today? Considering it is double LM, so you don't have to just
This is one of the
game.
years where no one's been on tear. Usually our player of the year has involved a person that is head and shoulders above the rest.
But it has also displayed a lot of people who are...
Andrew is probably... Andrew and Flandres, he has got that down pat. He's been playing that deck for a year. Yeah. The whole year.
But a player of the year events in recent memory have had that wild card. That person who's just scraped in, like a Chad, like a Harry.
No, Chad was dominating his year.
He scraped in at 8th place.
No, he scraped in the tournament. Yeah, but when the dust has settled, I looked at that and went, yeah, Chad was pretty fucking good this year.
Maybe that's just my
pretty good this year.
Yeah, Andrew's a good pick though. Andrew is not a bad pick. I think maybe a Leonardo could also be quite strong here, playing the best deck in tier element.
Yeah, Leo has also been prepping really hard in ready for this and ready for YCS Sydney as well. He's there's been times where he's let it slip that he's doing a bit of study. Even like going through and watching some people's test videos, you see a odd like YouTube comment with him in it. It's like, you're here too.
And that is what this event is really good for. It is great to have an event like this before YCS Sydney. So hopefully...
And also, what's really nice about this is after it's all said and done, we all become testing partners again.
That's true. No one wants to test with you until this event is over.
I haven't played a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! With any... Like, I've definitely noticed where I'm like, oh, Jake, come over play. He's like, there's always an excuse, or there's always something going on that he doesn't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With me at the moment anymore.
I would have played Yu-Gi-Oh! With you, but you never asked me.
Oh, I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With you.
Yeah, that's fair. Only wrestling.
He only... Yeah? We could have a scrap right now, right here.
Oh, yeah. Spence, come to it.
Oh, wouldn't know about that. In the comments, what would you... Dragon Maids or Math Mechs? What is your favourite, even aesthetically? I'm leaning I'm a degenerate at heart, so the Dragon Maids are all my thing.
I do think the Dragon Maids look a lot better, especially the Chamber Dragon Maids that Ben has. The very top rarity. So he spent a lot of money on those cards, so I would hope that Josh does not touch them with his greasy hands.
So Josh is away here, Cyber's comboing, looking to climb up into what I'm going to assume will end in a power code play. Let's have a quick gaze at Josh's deck list, if he hopefully framed it right. Now, the problem is, when a lot of the people send me the deck list, it's just photos that are tilted to the right, so when I'm doing this, I'm tilting my head heaps far right. My neck...
snapping our necks for this.
Yeah. Which, I do this every day, 2 minutes. Yep, so Josh on full Bestial package and Math Mechs. As we know, the Math Mechs are very good Cybers monsters that can just spam out exactly what they want. They have a little bit more utility as opposed to the Salmon Great match, which I don't imagine is going to happen.
Yeah, it would be hard pressed to see it happen, but you also have a really good trap card in the Math Mech deck. Probably one of the strongest trap cards we've seen going around this format. For a few formats now, probably one of the strongest trap cards we've seen for a deck.
And that Link Devotee and Link Disciple is just so free.
It's very strong.
So free.
I think this deck's also shown the versatility of a card like Lingaribo, the trap one.
He's sent this to me in 3 different bits.
Yeah, does that surprise you? Josh, quite a good player, had a good record, but
interesting shoes. Has anyone ever received in Yu-Gi-Oh! A deck list that doesn't have shoes?
But why do you want feet picks in your deck list?
Good point.
Thank you. I do provide good points.
So here we go. Josh is thinking about all these options here. I think that is the politically correct way to say it. Do we have we should probably get an eye on the timer. How will we do that? No clue.
We could just start it around at the very same time.
You know what, Logan, you're an ideas man.
No, it's almost like I was the feature judge at Oceanics, except if you don't like that man, I wasn't. I wasn't anyone else.
I think you did a good job.
Oh, thanks.
Was it? They use Streamlabs there too? Oh, there we go.
No.
I can't believe he's only using the one Ishizu card that I always forget. No, it is Keldeo.
Yeah, it's Keldeo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mixed up with Zolga.
Right.
I always mix those two up. They're both...
I mess them up with Sugma. So.
What's Sugma?
Can't be saying this on stream.
I'm just asking a question.
I got a judge profile to maintain.
I had a close family friend say they had Sugma, and I didn't have the heart to ask what it is. But I'm asking you here and now, and the head judge will not disclose possible life-threatening disease. But
I
Josh
just thought it was that fire Pokemon, to be honest.
Alright, so Josh has an option to do off-turn plays here with the IP, or he can use it to climb, which, I mean, he's got to trust that he's going off-turn. It looks like a pass. It was a pass. Yep, okay. He's going to Ben will Magnemite in here, get rid of the link. That looks like the Disciple. No, that's a Devotee.
Devotee.
That's it.
Thank you.
Oh, he couldn't link climb because the Devotee is there. Look at that. Look at me keeping up. And we're shredding viewers. Oh my goodness, I'm very sorry. I hope you can hear us, actually. Maybe they can't hear us and that's why they're leaving.
Are we shredding viewers? How many viewers we got? Oh man, that's awful. Oh, here comes.
No. Just take in the atmosphere, people. Take in the atmosphere. You can hear.
It is a nice atmosphere in here.
So looking out, Leo and Jacob. Not Jacob.
Jacob. I don't know Jacob, but the Jaker.
I do know Jacob was here earlier. Yeah, dude from Pokemon.
Oh.
Ooh, they got Secret Hitler here.
I do have Secret Hitler. Another game. Where are we, Brad?
We're in Good Games at Wollongong.
Wollongong.
Pretty good place to pick up some last minute gifts. I definitely will be back here when I get paid to offload another few board games onto my brother. I don't think he likes them, but I give it to him every year.
That's what I'm doing for my girlfriend's family as well. So
I walk up here and go, "Oh, what's a good game you feel in the moment?" And the guys here have. They always recommend good games. I hear good things back from the people I give them to, but I'm pretty sure my brother is getting sick of me gifting him board games.
That's right. Nothing better than a regifting.
He gets into the collecting as well, buying out what do you call them, Pokemon packs and stuff.
Yeah. See, we talk about something other than the game. It's only a viewer return, so maybe this game is just boring.
I wouldn't say it's boring. I would just say it's very Josh.
Josh is very boring.
But no, the Magnemite's really clawed back some advantage here for Ben. Like that's a body for Josh to run over that he might have a little bit of trouble with.
Indeed.
Because dealing with both it and him finding a way to deal with both it and Chamber. He only has one pot, I'm pretty sure. Also, IP in a Phoenix is an interesting call.
Yeah, going into the Nightmare Phoenix, an interesting one.
Is it even Nightmare Phoenix? He doesn't even have it.
Didn't see it in the deck list.
I didn't either.
No, he does not have Nightmare Phoenix in the deck
So that
list.
is, oh my god.
So what is that?
Lucky this is an illegally binding deck list. There we go, hold on. It's off to the right here and he wanted to keep it so secret he's trimmed it off.
He has trimmed it off, okay.
Oh my god. How much is there? 10?
Yeah, it's 10 million.
And there's 5 on the other page.
That is interesting. Excuse me.
Can you deck check based off this? Between rounds, maybe? What is it?
It's update jammer. That's what I'm looking at. It's update jammer.
Oh,
And look at that. Pizza after round 3. Get on down.
that is the reddest update jammer I've ever seen. Look at that.
Glenn does do that. Now that I look at it, I can see it. You got like the little body part.
I'm still not seeing it. I'm still seeing Nightmare Phoenix.
That's a shame. Maybe all the red hair dyes got to your brain.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking that as well because I looked away. I'm like, oh, I guess I missed the spell and trap. It's kind of weird that Nightmare Phoenix didn't pop the ravine. That's just constantly generating advantage for Ben. But that makes sense. He's got the update jammer, which usually is only saved for
The access code to Orca player.
Yeah, for the push. So Josh is put on the back foot here.
Interesting, he's also not playing a Nightmare Unicorn either. So no Nightmare cards in the extra deck.
Well, that link, the Disciple Devotee play does lock out. It only promotes Cybers plays, and he is very much a Cybers player.
That's true.
And then again, he's got the Zeraboros in this deck, which
Zeraboros is strong.
It's strong, but I'm not entirely sure it's up for the challenge of this. Oh, what's his something off turn? The Bestials.
Bestials.
Bestial in the top logic is actually kind of silly.
He could also trap into it.
Here's the Heavenly Spheres. Has it had a good printing yet? Or is it still the one?
It's still just the one, I believe.
Oh my god. I found another one the other day.
Oh, really? I lost mine. How interesting.
It was in my bulk.
Oh, how
Unless if you're losing your stuff in my bulk.
I don't know. Where are you losing my stuff? Where am I losing your stuff?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, so you need it?
No.
Oh.
I don't need anything for YCS.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Just gotta learn my...
You're still bunking with me, right? You haven't ditched?
No, I haven't ditched. I'll bunk with you any day, baby.
That's nice. And you, me, and the Seb.
Yeah, snore boys.
Yeah, we will be at the Ibis Budget Hotel. First time we've done the Ibis all as this crew in about 5 years.
Yeah, for a while. We've done it before.
Yeah, we did it before.
I know you in the bed.
Yeah, but we had we got a taste of all of the storming into the Airbnb. But I definitely think that this year's Ibis the play. I'm pretty keen to go down and get amongst it.
Yeah, I think the atmosphere it just makes the whole weekend a bit more, engaging and community based. Like the Airbnb definitely had its own enjoyments, like playing Smash and playing the Switch. But I think just being in the Airbnb, you can still do that sort of stuff and have a bit more fun. So come and say hi to us if you want. Oh, we've just received one of our deck lists, and that is an interesting list.
Yeah. No, Andrew, I'm very keen to see. I don't think I want to talk about it too yet, just in case someone goes back on stream and listens to.
I would like to get this man on the stream soon, though, because that is a very interesting list.
Yes, it is. I mean that. Yes, interesting. As opposed to whatever Josh is trying to counterplay here with his math mix.
Well, that's interesting, that man.
Well, the laundry.
So the question really is, do we like Josh?
I do.
Alright, so 50% of the commentary table does in fact like Josh.
Come on, you don't mind Josh.
Doesn't say I like him.
We all need a bit of Josh in our life.
Do we?
Yeah, I say. I reckon.
Alright, well, that's an interesting opinion, Bragg.
So, tidying has done that.
It's interesting because I don't think Josh has had much testing time outside of just playing the few events he played in the lead up.
Yeah, he did switch. He was in a major Pokemon tournament not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So this is about 2 weeks of work. But then again, Cyber's combos is in the back of his head. He might not be as finely tuned as he could be. That's why I wouldn't pick him over Andrew or
But Andrew's very
Leo.
similar. Got a Digimon focus nowadays. Played a lot of Digimon over at
he's still
store.
been topping with Floundores every few tournaments.
That is true.
Every second tournament, most tournaments. Won the sneak peek too, for whatever that's worth.
Round one will be telling after.
Let's go and have a look at what MathMat card that is. And here's the problem: is starting off on this match, I feel like Ben is why would Ben make this the feature match? Here I am on his channel, here on Nolan TCG. Oh my god. Just absolutely disregarding him. He's going to win, though.
And the one viewer who is coming to watch Nolan TCG play, you have offended.
Yeah, because that is Ben on... This is the man himself.
This is the legend.
As you can tell by the bling.
He has topped the regionals back in the day.
I mean, back in the day, it was this year.
Yeah, back in the day.
It was this calendar year.
Yeah, back in the day.
Alright, so... What's the Link monster that replaced the update Jammer?
That looks like an Appaloosa.
It does look like Appaloosa, but I didn't see him sacrifice enough for it, but it must be. See, I asked for neuron links for a reason, but here we are. There's some horns of appreciation going by.
Now, the question for our viewers, I do like a bit of viewer interaction. I don't know about you, Bragg, but favorite card of this format?
Yeah, actually, that would be kind of keen. I don't think my favorite card of this format is anywhere in any of these deck lists.
Well, what is your favorite card, Bragg? As we wait for our viewers to type in theirs.
It's Elf. Sprite Elf.
Sprite Elf. Interesting.
What it brings to the game is what I like.
Has brought a lot of diversity to a lot of decks, I think.
Yeah, going. Do you have a level 2 in your deck? Guess what? You need this. Well, not you need this card, but this card can definitely add a lot of options.
That's
But
fair.
I'm pretty sure there's with Jake in this tournament, definitely going to be seeing it later. Not that I haven't even looked at his list. I just know how much he likes that card
That's true. I think
because of our discussions on the podcast.
Yeah, I think that was a good pick. One of the cards that got played early on in this format, Enemy Controller. You know, I'm a big fan. I love that card. And so
What deck played it early in the format?
Early Sprite decks,
Oh,
going
of
second at
course.
Oceanics.
Yeah.
I did like that, although what I also liked seeing was Kit Callus. I think that was just a very fun card.
Tell you what, this duel played back at double speed might be watchable. There's some good interactions going on here and some nice back and forth. Both of them trying to claw for it, but my god.
We are riveting commentators.
Look, we're trying. We're trying.
We'll say it's not an easy task to watch Josh Glenn think about his same combo every time.
It does get a bit that way.
That's why I'm begging for them crowd interactions.
But yeah, our favourite card of the format, let us know in the comments. Yeah, and also, I mean, if you have an opinion on Mathmex, that would also be appreciated because I am so indifferent to them.
I mean, they're cool.
Especially, I should like them.
Should you? I don't like them.
They're cyber monsters. They're cool.
But you do like cybers.
I do like a cyber.
Not as much as you like pendulums, though. You loved pendulums back
Yeah,
in
I
the
do
day.
love pendulums. I miss them.
I miss them being good.
I'm not entirely like. I wish Beyond the Pendulum was just a different thing. But once again, we're off track talking about pendulums when there's a Mathmech match in front of us. Here we go, another Magamut. Oh no, that's the ad. Okay, gotcha. Alright.
So, Brad, you're a wrestling fan.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure one of our viewers is probably a wrestling fan. If we were a commentary team, you know what commentary team I'd call us?
What would you call us?
I'd call you Scott Armstrong.
Oh my god.
And
Yep.
I'd call myself the CM Punk of this team.
You reckon you're punk?
I reckon you're not.
Well, that claim just laid bare.
Laid bare to our viewers.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, dang. They are not CM Punk fans. And honestly, neither am I, really.
Really?
I was.
No, we'll get into that later. But, alright. So let's go and have a quick look at side decks. Josh's side decks on my phone.
It looks like they're done. It looks like we're over. We're done.
Yep. Ben sealed the deal there. I don't remember who won game 1 though.
Josh won game 1.
So this is going to game 3.
We are going into a game 3, which is very good. We do want to see competitive matchups. Is what this whole tournament is about. And so we're going into game 3 now. I think game 3 does help with Josh being on the play, getting to set up his trap first before Ben can set up anything else.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what Josh is going to bring in here.
So we got this. Let's get the side deck up.
So his side deck he had given to me personally.
Really has.
It's just a very stock standard list.
Right. So what would you be bringing in for this matchup, Bragg, if you were Josh?
I'd probably be bringing if he's going first, just the dimensional barrier, I guess.
Yeah.
The twins, so you can chain and cut off the ravine play.
No, I think the twins stay out here.
Really?
Yeah, I think you're going first. You don't necessarily need the twin twister here.
No, I think chaining twin twister to cut off that ravine play is definitely something he should really consider, considering his main deck does not have cyclones in it, from what I remember.
Is he not playing any main deck? He's not. So what would you be taking out for the twisters? Maybe taking out a hand trap or two?
Because
Imperm seems strong in this matchup. You would want to keep the Imperms in.
No, yeah, you want to keep him. Imperm is better set. He's also running a Ash Blossom package. You can probably keep that because it cuts off the other dragon search.
This is quite a nice. You could maybe trim down your buy steals in this matchup, although they are strong against the Dragon Maid Trap reviving.
Yeah, maybe he will just go in with his main deck and then combo off. Or he might opt for a go second play and try and catch Ben off guard, because Ben... that might even weigh on Ben. Actually, who's going second here will be Very interesting. And who has red? All right. All right, here we go. Who plays the first card? Looks like Josh is looking to actively play, unless if this off-turn interaction has gone so far that you can play cards before your opponent. But there we go.
He'd activate Signet Mining,
Mining.
discarding an imperm. That, if I'm Ben, I'm terrified. Discarding an imperm means he's probably got some strong cards in hand already.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. Okay, so he will probably go for maybe an IP play to try and set up off-turn stuff, because his math mechs aren't that oppressive. I'm actually shocked. I thought Josh would opt for going second there.
I did not. I'm very confident that Josh is a player who likes to be on the front foot.
Really?
He does like to go first.
Oh, I thought he likes to just kind of take down and then start to combo.
No.
Like, I thought he likes to dismantle and go. So, if Ben has read this correctly, which he probably would have, if you feel that way, I'm sure Ben probably would have gone with the going second play too. Ben's side deck.
Mr. Nolan TCG himself.
Yeah, Mr. So yeah, Ben. Oh, here we go.
He's got the dogs, spooky dogs,
and he's got Magnum. Well, we don't know our times. Oh, he's got Change of Heart for going.
They started a couple minutes before us.
Oh my god,
they would be close to that 40-minute mark.
He's got Change of Heart.
He does have Change of Heart.
I really like that.
And a Duster, and 3 Storm. This is quite a nice list. He's also playing the Sloth to lock out his opponent. So thinking here, you probably side in the Lightning Storms, potentially. Although Mathmech not the biggest board, so you might be looking at just Change of Heart, Harpy's Feather Duster. Hard to know.
And also we don't have an eye on the timer, so the Dogwood could also be in there, but no sign of it yet. I imagine we would have seen it now.
We would have seen a Dogwood probably slap down early if it was being played.
Oh, whether or not he sided it in.
Seeing a bit of a discussion around what's going on here.
He might be needed in a second if Josh is going to get all antsy. Our head judge is on commentary until he is called.
I wear many hats.
He does actually wear a few hats. He wears
a hat right now.
He wears helmets. He wears nice
red headgear.
That old Lakers hat he used to wear. Niners? No, I think it was Lakers.
Lakers hat. That's a throwback.
Do you even follow the Lakers?
No, I follow the Toronto Raptors.
Here we go. Disciple Devotee playing. He is locked into link 2 and lower for the moment. So this will probably be a setup play. Not too crazy combos. He can't go too high, but not that this deck does go high at this time. I don't think I like Dice's tokens.
No, I don't. Look, there is a bit of leniency to some of the rules around tokens here at this event. Basically, when I did this on commentary, you're basically just getting yelled at for rulings, and most of the time it's been much play on.
Alright, so he's got the IP ready for the off-turn interactions.
You left Ben on red. You're a shocking bloke. Yeah, you didn't respond to his message.
He knocked on my door at the same time he sent that.
Wow, what a shocking bloke! It's almost like you live together.
I was nude.
Wow.
I wasn't going to answer the door nude.
That's
so
bad.
I was struggling to find shirts, and then he messaged me, and then I opened the door and went, "What's up?" And he's like, "We should really go to Good Games." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good point." And that's the origin story of today.
That's a great story.
It was a pretty good story, I reckon.
Thanks for sharing it.
Logan's extended a fist bump to me in what is a weird angle, so I'm not going to take it. But back to commentating the duel. Oh my goodness. See, I wanted Ben's Dragon Mage matchup so I can watch it back and commentate it for in between rounds. If there is a bit of a delay, I will fire up some old videos that I selected throughout the year.
We do have some old content.
A few duels in there with even a few people that are in the tournament playing decks throughout the year. So there's a couple of prank kids. There's a prank kids match in there too.
Yeah,
from early,
I do not miss that
earlier.
deck. I do not miss that deck.
Yeah, not many people do.
I do miss the adventure engine being relevant. I do like that engine.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that there's so many ways to discard and do everything, and just adventure doesn't factor in anymore. Like
normal summons are strong again.
But you can also special around it. Like Tyr could run it in theory and play around it, but it's just
playing it earlier, but it's just not strong enough.
No, it's just a waste of time.
It doesn't do enough interaction at this point, which is again crazy to think about.
Well, you're the one remaining. You won't be opening it too much.
You can search it though. Make a Romulus, you search it out.
Here we go, on the Bestial.
There we go, Bestial there.
So yeah,
interacting with the trap.
Yep. Takes away one. Is that and then does that interrupt it completely, or does he get the remaining cards? He does get the remaining. Okay. Right.
Gonna have to get up the old conjunctions spreadsheet. And that is time.
And that is time in the round.
That is time in the round. Okay.
It looks like we were currently in a battle phase, though.
We are currently in a battle phase, and this is going to be interesting.
A defense monster, Josh. No, he wouldn't. He's still resolving IP. Okay. Oh. Now Ben does have a card in this for this matchup. He has a Gave.
He does have a Gave in the extra. He can. Here we go.
So if he finds his way to a fourth monster.
If we get a fourth monster on the board, we will be seeing Ben cheese out a win. What are your thoughts on the time rules, Bragg?
I'm indifferent to it. There's probably a better way. I can't think of it. But I wasn't necessarily a fan of the last time rule. So
you don't like the idea of turns?
Oh, I just don't care too much. Also, there's no draws in double elims, so he's got the fourth monster. Oh my god, yes.
Here we go. We are seeing some combos.
So is he going to try and bait in a gate here?
Well, he's got up. If he can get even another monster, he could hold up the fusion as a negate and make his agave.
So 1-2.
I have to assume those two will make a Romulus. And it will. So he will search out Dragon's Ravine. Again, trying to force this negate out before he goes for the Agave Dragon. Josh does not look happy as he shuffles his cards here.
I'm not sure Josh realises what's coming either. Ben had kind of kept it to himself. I don't think he even mentioned it in front of Jake. I think this is only a cooked idea he cooked up last night, where we went through every card that mentioned life points. Alright, well he's got not Kelback.
Knock at the door.
Yeah, it's like I was gonna say come in, but that's not my place.
That's not your place.
Ben is extending quite far.
Definitely not playing around Nibiru, this man.
I wonder if he that's actually kind of crazy because Josh has Nibiru'd me when Nibiru was not meant to be a factor. So.
Thank you, Marvin. I want Josh to lose. Let's go, Jake. Well, I like the first half you comment. Are you cheering for Jake in the tournament in general, Marvin?
Actually, if we'll get the results after this. I'm very curious.
Yeah, before we start round 2, we'll let you know who wins what matches.
He's climbed in a unicorn.
Oh, wait, it's Ben. Yeah, Marvin, that is Ben. But you can cheer for Jake in the whole tournament if you would so please. Yeah, for those of you who
since it's double elim, no thing is there... Well, I mean, you should know this. Shouldn't this be turns? There's no ties. You can't have draws in double elim.
You can't have a draw in a double elim.
So...
That sounds like the tournament official job to me.
I thought the judge would be across it. Here we go. Done.
Did you get the Agave Dragon?
I mean, that looks like access code.
I heard Jake from your commentary. Did we say Jake?
Oh.
That's you.
Oh, I was whinging about Jake a bit earlier, Marvin. Sorry. That's what I generally do. Yeah, so there we go. That's the two cards we thought he would side. Taking out Guido and Diviner. Is that something you want to keep an eye on, Ben? Not Ben. Logan. Oh my God, I'm just in the like.
You're in a weird mood today.
Well, apparently I was calling him Jake. So
you were. That's weird.
Sorry.
What was your question?